Alright guys, here we go. Fatboy 8 pill, standard 2879 with bias, sideband. This one is for Tristan. Obviously, we have a hard time testing 8 pills to the full potential because I don't have the proper line coming to our 150 amp power supply. I've only got about 10 amps or so coming to it. Realistically, you need 15 to 20 amps. So we're kind of starving our supply, which in turn starves our amp a little bit. Eventually, I plan on putting a super bank in line, like the one sitting on top, just a little bit larger. Just hadn't got around to it yet, just to kind of supplement it. That'll save me from having to run a line back here and all that. Never really planned on testing large transistor amps, but here we are. We're going to hit it with this 2-pill 1446. It's doing around 200 watts peak. This amp can actually take 250 to 275, so there again, we're going to be underpowering it a little bit. But the main thing here we're doing is making sure everything functions right and we don't have any kind of failures before it goes out to the customer. So that being said, we won't be seeing max output out of it, obviously. But we will be seeing enough to know that the amp is working properly. It is biased and does have sideband. There's the delay working. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but we'll turn it off just for the purpose of the video. Now we're back to keying it up normal there. Dead key wise on this, I would run overall, my personal preference would be around 250 watts. People can run more if they want. Output wise, it does have standard 2879s in it, so you got a lot of factors that'll play into it, how much you're hitting it with, this, that, and the other. But generally somewhere between 1600, 1800 watts peak. Safely out of one of these. Now I'm not expecting to see that much out of it today, again, because we're starving it and we're under driving it a little bit, but we should see some pretty good numbers out of it. So first thing I'm going to do is come over here to the clamp meter. It's on the 400 watt setting, and we're just going to key up and give it a nice audio. We're keying about 250 watts there. Audio, and we're drawing about 125. Now that's with the little driver and the amp both hooked up to the 150 amp supply. Now just to show you guys, I'm not bull jiving you about starving this thing. I guarantee you this thing's going to drop down when we audio into it. Audio. So yeah, we're losing a little bit there, which if we had the proper AC power coming to the power supply, it wouldn't drop at all. It would be standing up there nice and strong. But that's a 150 amp supply, by the way, drawing 125 amps off of it. Okay, that being said, let's come over here. We've got a 2500 watt slug in. That's what we always test the 8 pills with. So we'll be looking at the top scale, 5 being 500, and then the hash mark between 500 and 1000 being 750. We'll just go ahead and give it a nice audio. Audio. Around 750 watts. Got our mic gain wide open. I heard we're picking up a little bit of a feedback there. Modulating into it pretty heavy, I guess. And then we'll just go to PEP. So around 750 average, give or take, maybe just a little less. And then now we're on peak. Check audio, 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 audio. 1, 2, 3, audio. Showing just shy of 1500, high 1400s there. Now, that being said, 750 watts average, peak power, just a little less than 1500. Seems like the amps that are biased do show a little bit less PEP. I had that experience with a 2-drive and 4. I had one that wasn't biased and it showed around 1100 watts, and you guys can go back and watch the video. It was posted in the last week. it showed probably around 1100 watts PEP, and then the one that was biased showed right at 1000. So there was about 100 watts peak difference with it being biased or not. So you could say that it's cleaner being biased or whatever, and it's showing, you know, more accurate wattage or whatever. People have different takes on that, but I'm pretty confident that with enough drive, you're going to see, you know, between 1600 and 1800 PEP out of this thing. Again, 250 watts drive, you're going to see the power come on up. And then when you have a proper amount of power supply coming to it, you're going to see it come on up too. But not too bad under the circumstances we're testing it under here. And only drawing 125 amps. So definitely not doing max potential here. Alright guys, I hope everybody enjoys the video. Questions, comments, complaints, let me know. Shoot me a text, 423-299-3535. Rooster in Tennessee. See you, bye.